So to begin with, when you look at the risks tab, first off, you're going to see the total number of active risks here. So just a number value giving you, hey, here are all the risk scans all the risks the platform has picked up here. Below that will be some distribution of where those risks are located. So here we can see quite a few found within Drive and Share Drive files, quite a few here found within email message bodies and attachments. Next, that is going to be the accounts with the most risk. These are going to be the accounts that have the most risks associated with them. Certainly something to keep a close eye on. Certainly there have been instances where people sometimes are not fully cognizant of how they need to treat certain information and how there can be risks with different ways of sharing that information. And then that takes us to the enabled risks themselves. So these are the risk scans that are turned on and active in the environment. They're going to be 5 out of the box ones. First off, one here is going to be PCI, looking for potential credit card numbers. Below that will be PII, looking for potential social security numbers. So when taking a look at any risk scan, if you go ahead and click on the number here, this is going to go ahead and then filter by that or search by that specific risk type. So if I come over to the quick filters button here and go ahead and apply a filter, I'm going to go ahead and apply the files to outside domain filter here. So now I'm looking at outbound things. And I can go ahead and click into any of these to take a look and see what's going on. So I'm going to go ahead and use this transcript form as an example. So when I first click into a risk here, you're going to see some high-level information. So from there, you can then take actions on any one individual risk. Now, those same actions are also available here along this actions ribbon, and many of these actions can also be taken in bulk here on up to 500 different risks at a time. So if I go ahead and click the check mark box here, you can see that will highlight. So I have the ability to bulk ignore risks, quarantine, restore, delete, share via email, but there are two. So that's going to be one of the more data loss prevention focused risks there with our PI risks. Now we're very on the content side of policies section. We can talk a little bit about policies on the content side, where you can receive alert notifications about different activity you're concerned about, as well as have the platform take automatic action on things on your behalf if you'd like. And this is where you then can set up remediation if you so choose. So for example, here on the social security number or credit card numbers leaving the org, this is where it's going to be looking at that outbound traffic there. So are things leaving the organization? Have people sent things to the outside? Have they shared things to the outside there? And this is where if you come over to the None and click the drop-down arrow, you'll be presented with some different remediation options. You have the ability to delete files, quarantine files, break shares with revoking shares there, warn end users,